imagine never having a birthday? Never getting to breathe a breath of fresh air? Or never even having a name? Well, according to the Guttmacher Institute, that happened to over 1.2 million babies who were aborted in the United States in 2008 alone. I will be using research and statistics to prove why abortion is morally wrong and should be banned from the United States of America. Abortion is the unlawful taking of human life, which is murder, and we all know that murder is a crime, so why should abortion be any different? Well, it shouldn't be. Today, I will be discussing a history of the legality of abortion, going over why it is morally wrong, and more importantly, talking about why it is wrong in God's eyes. In 1973, abortion became legal after the decision of the Roe v. Wade Supreme Court case. This case also became known for expanding women's rights to privacy and personal freedom. According to the National Right to Life Committee, there have been over 54 million abortions occurring since the Roe v. Wade decision. The Planned Parenthood website shares the two most common methods of abortion, which are aspiration and dilation and evacuation, also known as D&E. Aspiration is the most common type of abortion and is used during the first 16 weeks of a woman's pregnancy. This is a type of procedure where a vacuum type of instrument is inserted into the uterus and sucks the unborn baby out of the womb. Dilation and evacuation is very similar, except this occurs after the first 16 weeks of pregnancy, so the fetus is larger and more developed, so that sometimes must be cut into small pieces before being sucked out. Now that we know some background about abortion and how it happens, let's go over some reasons why it is morally wrong. In an article written by Raquel Lopez, it states that critics of abortion attack the fact that despite cultural backgrounds, abortion is wrong, just as killing is wrong and stealing is wrong in any society, regardless of cultural values. Isn't that true? Abortion is killing a baby, which is therefore stealing a life. The government should not justify this. The same article expresses a fantastic point by challenging those who think an embryo does not count as human life. They believe this because it does not have the ability to reason and lacks self-awareness. However, there are mentally handicapped adults today living with the same disabilities and also lacking in the same areas, yet there are no laws favoring the termination of their lives. Now, for those who do believe that an embryo is human life, it should have human rights, correct? And if it has human rights, it should hold moral value. It is ridiculous to say that an unborn life will have no purpose in this world when it is never even given the chance to live. Lastly, and most importantly, let's discuss how God views this issue. The Lord makes it very clear on several occasions throughout His Word that He values human life because He has sanctified it. It is written in Genesis chapter 9, verse 6, that whoever sheds human blood, by humans shall their blood be shed. For in the image of God has God created mankind. God created us in His image to live with a specific purpose, and by stealing the lives of those who have yet to live for their purpose, it is prohibiting the fulfillment of God's plan in the way that He designed it. Exodus 20:13 clearly and simply states, "You shall not murder." It cannot be any more defined than that. God tells us that we are created in His image for a specific purpose and commands us to not murder. When abortions are performed, it is direct disobedience to our Creator and is breaking the laws that this country has put in place against murder. I hope that learning about the history of this issue and discussing why it is morally wrong has helped you to join in the fight against abortion. Now I urge you to get involved. Think about those who have never been given a chance to live. Pray for our leaders to see the evil in this practice and for them to do something to stop it. It is time for us to stand up for what we know is right. Give these babies a chance to live, because you never know. One of them could change the world.